Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the surgeon, the mighty Ben Whittaker. What's up? How's New York?
Yeah, it's good. It's cold for one, but I'm from the UK, so we're used to the cold. It's good reception out here. We've done some media, done some bits, so yeah, it's been good.
Do you feel like you're on the cusp of greatness in your career? It seems like you're flying.
Yeah, I'm in a good place, but I've got to keep working hard, got to keep pushing the boat out and achieve what I want to achieve. But I'm in a good position.
You seem to have that beautiful balance of talent, charisma, personality. Where does the confidence come from?
The confidence comes from the hard work. I think what I'm putting in the gym, the sacrifices I make. When I'm doing things like that, you've got to be confident. And it's a sport where if you don't have the confidence, uh, you can fall flat. So for me, you got to make sure you back yourself if no one else will.
Have you always been a showman, even when you're a kid?
Yeah, sadly, I've always been the classroom clown. I've always been the person that's had to stand out. And in a boxing stand front, that's what makes you unique. I'm different. I like being a star of the show, and you have the opportunity to do it every time you fight.
A lot of people are remembering Prince Naz at the moment because of the film that's come out. Was he the man when you were growing up?
No, no, no. I say the man, funny enough, was a fighter called Mario Kindling. He was an amateur fighter. He beat Amir Khan in the Olympic final. He was a great fighter. Then when I looked into the pro game, it was the Pernell Whitakers, the Tommy Hearns, and then I saw Floyd Mayweather, Adrian Broner. Those are the people that I looked up to and thought, when I get there, I want to be like that. And I got my own path now, and I'm making my own stride.
When did you fall in love with boxing?
Oh, good question. I'd say I was in the gym from 7 years old. I was just playing at it really, and I was always winning. And then it got to a point where my dad sat me down and said, "I know you play football. I know you like your boxing, but you're rubbish at football. I think you can do well at boxing." I said, "All right, then let me try my hardest." About 6 months after, I was on Team GB, and I started getting paid, and then I could represent my country. I thought, "Oh, it's a win-win. I get to represent my country, do something I was doing for free, and I get to travel the world." So it made sense. And from there, I never looked back.
How do you look on Tokyo now?
Yeah, it's a good, great achievement. Of course, the winner and me wanted gold. For the whole build-up, you don't really say, "Let's get this silver medal." It's gold only. But not many can say, from where I'm from especially, they went to an Olympics and the medal. So for me, it was great. It was a very different Olympics too. It was COVID Olympics. I don't think anything like that will happen again. So it was good to say I was part of it.
In terms of the atmosphere, how do you compare amateur and pro?
Yeah, completely two different things. Unless you're fighting like the home country in like the European games or something, it's crazy there. But the amateur games are a lot more respectful in a sense where they don't make a lot of noise. It's very quiet. It's literally just go there and win and leave. Where professional boxing is more of a show. The fans come out, they want to see entertainment, they want to see somebody sadly get hurt, and with that there, it's like a gladiator sport. You thrive off it. So if they're booing or if they're cheering, it's exciting.
How do you feel when you're in there? Is there any better feeling than getting your hand raised or when you're just in full flow?
Yeah, that full flow moment. It's a weird feeling, but a great feeling. And then of course winning, all your hard work paying off. There's no better feeling.
What was it like signing with Eddie Hearn?
Yeah, it was good. We knew it was going to happen. It's happened now. I'm in a good position. The promo was good. They showed me the money, and yeah, I think I'm in a good place. Behind the people like AJ and Tyson. I think I'm the next biggest person from UK to make it happen.
Eddie's a huge character. He's good for the sport. What's he like to work with?
Yeah, he's good. He's professional. He's been at this job for years. He's coached people to the world titles, so he knows what he's doing. So for me, it's a good place to be in to take my legacy and my career further.
Has he given you any gold bit of advice?
Yeah, to stay true to myself and just work hard. Really, like I said, for me, he's got people further with less talent than me. So for me, that was an eye opener for me. If you can do that with them, all I have to do is listen to the people around me, work hard, and just win my fights.
Tell me about the Gavazi knockout. That was your Matchroom debut, right? Just business.
Yeah,
How determined were you to just put him away?
yeah, it's one of those. You can never please anyone because I go out there, I showboat, I have fun. Oh, he's messing around. I want to see him knock him out. I go out there, knock him out in probably like a minute and a half. What doesn't he dance no more? So, oh my, you can't please everybody. But like I said, there is a time and a place to dance, and there's a time and a place to get him out of there. I came out, I saw the opening, I thought, let's take it, and it was a great way to start my matchroom boxing career. Great way to end the year for me, and hopefully we can continue that this year.
At the top of the interview, I said, now you're flying. It all seems ahead of you. But it's all not been easy, right? What was the Liam Cameron criticism like? People seem to always want to cut someone down when they're going to the top. Do you find that?
Yeah, I think it's always today's day and age. They always want to like bring people down, especially sadly in the UK. I mean, you see it in the football, you see it in all other sports. One blip, to forget everything they've done. But I kind of liked it. If anything, it kind of recentered me, made me more hungry, made me just block out noise. And now I'm kind of like unfazed at anything. I think I needed it in my career. If I sat here and said I wanted it to happen, I'd be lying. You want a clear, happy career, but it made me a better fighter, made me a better person, and it made me just really not care what people think anymore because online it can be harsh if you let it get to you.
How do you block that out? You know, when people say mean things, people criticize you. How do you deal with it?
Yeah, well, firstly, it's one of those like I've saw some people that have said stuff. Going to us to see the same people that want a picture when I'm trying to get my milk for my cereal. So at the end of the day, it's all good and well saying stuff behind the screen. My thing is, if it's that easy, get in the ring yourself. It's not an easy job, but in this world, everybody will say something. Even if the Muhammad Ali's or the Floyd Mayweathers, they'll say something. So it is what it is.
What does it say about you that you not only took the rematch, but then put him away?
Yeah, it shows that I should have done it in the first fight. But like I said, my career was moving at a speed that not a lot of people have saw in the sport. It was ridiculous. Overnight, over like a couple of weeks, I had 3 million followers. I was getting blown to like Fashion Week, this, that, coming from just like a normal council area. It was like kind of strange. And it kind of showed that I am a boxer with power and I can get people out. So I kind of liked it. The stories made it. He made the story better, if anything. People thought, oh, he's just a one-trick pony. I said, okay, watch what I do now, and we knocked him out. So he's perfect way to put the cherry on the cake.
You're now in New York. Are you the perfect star for America and the American audience?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're very boisterous and love to talk and the flamboyant and all that stuff. That's a bit of me. So I do love fighting in the UK. UK is my home, but being able to come out here and fight in America, I think that'll be the next step.
Could I get your honest opinion about Zuffa boxing? Because it does seem a bit stiff, a bit corporate.
Yeah, they've got that UFC feel. Like I saw an interview. I think it might be with who's the guy now? I don't know who he's called. A New Yorker who's a world champion. He beat Manny Pacquiao. I think he did. But he was talking about like boxing's a sport where you need your own identity. You need it's a thing where you want to see people's ring walk. What will they come out to? What will the shorts be like? What's their flavor? Where the stuff for boxing is a bit like corporate, where they've got to wear black, they've got to wear white. It's it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's giving fighters an opportunity. It's giving fighters that might not have ever got an opportunity. And at the end of the day, it's giving them money that they'll probably never get. So for me, if they can help out the families and help out their life, it's good. But for me, I like to do my own thing. I like to come out with my own shorts, my own music, my own this and that. I think that type of corporate stuff's for the amateurs.
I'm with you, basically. I like the showmanship. I like the pageantry of it and great walkouts. Who would be your ultimate collaboration for a walkout?
Oh, that's a very good question. I've got some great ideas. I don't want to give them all away, but If one of the kings was alive, Michael Jackson, I think that would be great.
Yeah, that'd be phenomenal. I had this idea that Dana White versus Eddie Hearn, the Ultimate Fighter, would just be the best television ever. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it would. They both can talk. They both know how to sell fights, and like I said, none of them would want to lose. So it'd be very something to see.
What do you think of this division then? There's some killers. What do you want next?
Yeah, it's a great division. I think if you talked about light heavyweight before, it wasn't the way it is now. So it's good to be a part of that. I think it's a weight where you'll see change. I think because at the top of the weight you've got people like Beterbiev, who's like 40, and then the rest of the guys are like mid-30s, where I'm 28. So of the bunch, I'm young. So I think you'll see this new crop coming.
Do you need to face Beterbiev before he retires just because he's such a legend and to test yourself?
Yeah, I'd like to because like everything he's done. But I think realistically, he's probably got like the Bivol rematch, a couple of other fights, and he'll be done.
Will you get to squeeze it in before he says goodbye, do you reckon?
I'd like to, but like I said, I don't know if I'll be on his resume because he's at the part where he's probably got 2 fights left.
How do you think you match up with Benavidez? There's a lot of people calling for it.
It's a great fight. Great fight. I think that's the fight that will sell the most in the division. I think what he's done, what I'll bring, and what I will do. I mean, meet down the line, it'll be good.
How important is the timing for that one?
Yeah, it's all about timing because as a pro, he's been a pro longer than me. He's achieved more than me. And as of now, I've not really done that. So I just need to get to a point where I've got the experience, got my accolades, and I think it will sell crazy.
If you were in charge, who would be next?
Oh, probably you.
Me.
Nah, I don't know, to be fair. That's why I leave it down to Eddie and my manager. For me, it's just make sure I'm fit, make sure I'm ready, and go out there and do it.
Yeah, 100%. And what do you think about the return of Tyson Fury? It's good for the sport, right?
Yeah, it's good for the sport. It gets to be annoying, though, like coming back, retiring. It's like, bloody hell. Well, you know what he's like. He's a character. But to see him back in the sport is good. There's going to be some good fights there for him. And that's what we like to see.
It was good to see AJ speaking today on the camera. He seems to be doing well. Are you somebody who wants to see AJ Fury, and how would it go?
Yeah, I'd like to see. And just come at the end of the day, I think it's may the best man win. They're both from UK. Both had great careers. But coming from the Olympic setup, knowing AJ a bit more personally, I'd like to see him do it.
What's on your bucket list in this sport?
Oh, of course, becoming a world champion, fighting in the biggest arenas, and just having fun because before you know it, it'll be gone, and there'll be the next group of people coming through. So just have fun while you're doing it.
You talked about, I think, being invited to Fashion Week and stuff. This sport can open so many doors for you. What else can you do with your life because boxing can give it to you? Can you do action movies? What's in the future for you?
You never know. I think I'm a very versatile. I've got a lot of things I can do, but of course, like I said before, the Liam Cameron one, you don't want to get lost into that. At the end of the day, your bread and butter and what made you who you are is boxing. So for me, it's focus on that, then the rest can come after.
What's the greatest moment so far for you?
Oh, I'd say probably getting my mum's house. That was good, just from where I've come from, to change her life, and she don't have to pay no more bills like that. That was good. And then, of course, my Olympic medal.
I thought one of the most legendary walkout moments was the Eubanks, when Chris Senior walks out the car. That was such a good moment last year. What's been your favorite walkout moment in the sport?
Oh, very good question, actually. I think one of mine, to be fair, the one where I came out with the piano and the ballerina, that was underlooked, and I think it was that good. I'm going to have to bring it back.
100%. When do you think we might see you back in there? Have you got a timeline?
Yeah, I think we're looking about April time. So that'll be exciting. We're looking to fight out in America, so that'll be good.
Yeah. What's Madison Square Garden looking like?
It's looking like Ben Whittaker needs to be in there, man. That's all I know. It's looking good. It's made some great fights from there, if it's UFC or if it's boxing. I'd love to go down there and fight in there, but I'm going down to the fight Saturday. It's going to be my second time in the arena watching a fight. Hopefully, my third time will be me in there.
Who's the guy or girl right now who's got everything? Because I think you bring everything to the sport. Like I said, the talent, the showmanship. Is there anyone out there who you think you're doing everything right?
Ooh, yeah, that's probably the toughest question you've asked, because I'd say a person that was, he had the look, he had the passion, he had the boxing, in my respect, was Javante Davis. But bless him, he's just living the wrong life outside the ring. Things are catching up with him. And it's not nice to see. Hopefully, he can get back on track. But like I said, I don't think there's many like me, and that's what makes me unique.
We're going to be watching your career with interest, man. It's been a pleasure to speak to you. Maximum respect. Cheers.
Thank you very much.